entering 1308, and this year we're going to start off in the Wood household since Beatrice is about to have her next baby any moment. In the meantime, we are just hanging out with Arnold and Beatrice and Max and Rosa, having some very early breakfast all together, playing, talking. Apparently, Max is getting his dad upset, but I'm not sure what that could be about. Oh, she just cooked for herself, not for the family. Time to get some chores done. Max is going to take care of all the chickens before starting the day. Beatrice brought Rosa out to check on Max getting the chores done. He loves his little sister and making her laugh. And Beatrice is still just always happy to spend time with her chickens. I'm sure it makes Beatrice very happy to see her children get along so well. Once he was finished with his chores, Max was able to go down to the shore and go fishing for a little bit. Given where they live, fish are a pretty solid staple of this household's diet. Oh, he got something on the line. Maybe he'll actually be able to catch their dinner. Nope, he got some sort of trash. Back at the house, Rosa is toddling around while it looks as though Beatrice and Arnold have decided to fool around, even though she's going to have the baby any moment. Oh, Tobias has shown up to visit. Beatrice is currently in the house cleaning, so I don't know if it'll be her or someone else. No, it looks like Max is going to come and open the door to hang out with Tobias for a little bit. And basically, as soon as they had a visitor, it's go time, and Arnold is getting all anxious about Beatrice having another baby, reassuring Max that everything's going to be okay. Mom's done this before. Nothing new here. And we have a baby boy. Let's go ahead and get the rolls done. Beatrice needs to avoid a 1 and 11. So we're good. Baby Marcus needs to avoid 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, and 20. He makes it! Oh, Max immediately trying to engage with and entertain the new baby. Because he has a little brother now, not just a little sister. That's right, baby's asleep. No longer fun. He's a meetin'. Seriously, you two? I thought you were just telling her she did great and you were so proud of her for having the baby. But you all are seriously going to jump right into bed again. In our main household, there's just a lot of family time. Most of the family members have gone foraging throughout the day. They're taking turns heading out. Cassandra is spending time with little baby Emmett, waiting for her next child to arrive and just appreciating all the little milestones along the way. Once Osbert got back from foraging, he hung out with Tobias for a meal. See how he handled, visiting his sister Beatrice while, she went into labor. And, it's nothing new. He was around when Emmett was born, but it's different when you're visiting a household and you're still a kid. Hugo getting back from his foraging trip and joining them for the meal. Once it's time to end the day, Cassandra put baby Emmett down for bed and then went and laid down herself. She gets tired very quickly right now. Looks like Tobias is just relaxing in bed and Hugo is telling stories to him and Emmett, since neither one of them seem to be able to sleep. Over in the Mannering household, Alma and Milo are enjoying family time with Aaron and Madeline, and They are also appreciating some romantic evenings together. They clearly don't care about the children having to go to bed first due to age. Hugo up in the middle of the night to handle Emmett's diaper change for everybody, enjoying being a grandpa. It is Easter morning in the Walter household. Cassandra is making breakfast for everybody. Osbert came over and decided to talk to her and keep her company while she waited for it to cook in the oven. I'm sure they're talking about if they're looking forward to the holiday, how she's feeling about getting out of the house with an infant and being so far along in her pregnancy. And everybody went to the church for Easter, the entire family, along with a lot of the community members. So as everyone's arriving, they're greeting one another. Rose West is, becoming a pretty staple part of the group. I wonder if there's going to be any drama around the fact that we just saw Cassandra's mom show up for Easter. Somebody go discipline Rosa. She should not be making a mess at the church, even if she is being creative. I think Beatrice might just be exhausted still from having Marcus and letting her do whatever she wants to do. Inside, getting ready for service. The rest of the family are already finding seats. Cassandra looked at Rose when she walked by, I would think because Osbert gave her the heads up that he thinks they could be good friends and that he would love for them to get to know each other better. It's a special Easter. It looks like the Queen is here as well. Oh no, she just saw her mom. So it looks like she's immediately going to hand off Emmett to Osbert and go prepare herself to deal with her mom. Yep. They don't really seem happy to see each other right off the bat. And clearly, her dad disowned her and disinherited her completely. But I'm sure Cassandra, add to it, pregnancy hormones. She has some things she wants to say to her mom about the whole situation. Yep. And it does not look like Bella is too receptive. Hugo decided to seize the opportunity to approach the Queen and introduce himself. It's kind of a gamble. I don't think it went well. The Queen doesn't seem happy that he approached her when he is so far beneath her, and it's not during court hours for request. Tobias found some birds around the back of the church, and since he got bored with service, decided to sneak out and go check what they're doing. In the meantime, Rose and Cassandra are finally speaking to one another, and we'll see if they end up being able to become friends. Once they got back home, Hugo spent some more quality time with Emmett, working on sitting up with him. He's making so much progress. Adorable. In the Mannering household, we need to wrap up our day with Madeline's toddler role, so we'll do that now. Madeline needs to avoid a 4, 8, 12, or 16. Yay! She gets to be a toddler. They're having a cozy evening by the fire together after church. Aaron and Madeline are now both toddlers together, and they are able to play and keep one another occupied and entertained, while Alma and Milo get to enjoy each other's company and talk about her current art status. The kids just hanging out and climbing on the furniture. And it looks like Aaron is gonna keep Madeline entertained and try to sing with her. But it's time for bed. So Alma's coming in to whisk her away. and get her tucked in for the evening. They'll need to get another toddler bed now that she's gotten older. Hopefully she sleeps well. The next day in our main household, it's time for harvest. Cassandra looks like she is about to burst at any moment. Tobias is still irritated and upset. There's not much anyone can do for him if they don't really know what's going on. Cassandra and Osbert talking about how Easter went yesterday for them, whether or not they want to continue trying to pursue a closer friendship with the West family. It looks like they're both on the same page and would like to be friends with them. Hugo and Osbert went out into the field to handle the harvest for the year, and they have quite a bounty of carrots, which will be wonderful because they'll have enough to sell and keep a whole bunch in order to keep making carrot pudding. All right, let's go ahead and roll for next season's. 3, it will be a crop's blight. Arnold came over to visit after harvest. After harvesting all morning, the afternoon is pretty calm. The men are all hanging out and talking and catching up. Cassandra taking care of Emmett. Emmett rolled over for the first time. And then we're going to ignore all that glitch with Hugo changing his diaper. Aw, Tobias was actually excited too. So I lost the footage. It didn't save right. But Cassandra did have her baby, a little girl named Helena. And we're going to go ahead and do the rolls here. All right, Cassandra had her baby. So we're going to get her roll done. She needs to avoid a 1 and an 11. Yay, she made it. So let's roll for Helena. She needs to avoid 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, and 20. Oh, no. That's going to be their first one to lose. In the Mannering household, Alma is telling stories to Madeline to put her to bed, and we find out that she has become pregnant again. Yep, so it is currently May Day, and they went to town for their year-end sale, which coincided with it. Hopefully they'll have a bigger turnout with it being a holiday. They decided to meet up with Rose and Rowan when they were in town for the holiday. So Cassandra's trying really hard to get along. She needed to go into the restroom and saw her parents, which kind of stressed her out. But when she was finished in the bathroom, she makes the decision to actively pursue talking to them and joins them at the table. Initially, Mortimer just ignores her, and Bella kind of brushes her off. Cassandra really wants them to notice and pay attention and talk. But Mortimer seems to be a man of his word. He's not going to engage. He got up and left. At the sale, Osbert is trying to get the king to look at his wares, and that was a no-go. The king was not interested. They're not really having the best luck this year with selling everything. Everyone just keeps running by. Inside the bar, Cassandra has met up with Shay, Rose, and Ashlyn. So hopefully she can hit it off with at least one, if not all of these women, and have a community of friends to fall back on. Because she's been in a house with just a couple of men, and she gets along with Beatrice all right, but she and Alma do not get along with one another. So she hasn't really had much exposure to female friendships. Looks like Rose is ready to leave, and Ashlyn as well. So now she's just left talking to Shay. But if her expression tells us anything, it's not really the most engaging conversation. Hugo came into the bar as well, and he met up with Miss Ashlyn May. Oh no, it looks like he might have gotten himself a little bit drunk, maybe trying to put the moves on her. I'm sure that he's been sad and lonely. On his way home, he ended up at the Smith house, which is near them, and tried to put the moves on Cassidy, which is doubly odd given the fact that he's a recent widower and she was one of the love interests for Osbert not that long ago, only a few years. So she is not happy about him continuing to pursue her and not taking no for an answer. It's like, why won't you get this through your head? I am not interested. So he finally gets the message, even though it took a while, and heads home. So we end 1308 in our main household with the Walters, with Cassandra having had her second baby, but we lost her in childbirth. There was lots of foraging, harvesting, and quality family time with the children. The entire family celebrated Easter together, and there was a couple confrontations between Cassandra and her parents. Hugo decided to drunkenly put the moves on a couple women in town. In the Mannering household, Madeline grew into a toddler, and we found out that Alma is expecting her next baby. In the Wood household, Beatrice had her baby boy Marcus. They both made it through all right. Max is starting to learn how to fish and will help provide food for the family in future. And hopefully we have a very happy and luck-filled ending to our decade next year in 1309. See you then.